What did we call sexual harassment before it was sexual harassment? We didn't call it anything because it wasn't a thing. It was just an accepted thing that happened to women in the workplace. So in the 1970s, when women tried to explain and discuss their experiences in the workplace, they had no language to do so. Sexual harassment didn't exist as a concept in people's minds. Much like autistics not being faulty humans doesn't exist in many people's minds. And so for autistic advocacy to be born, to progress as it has beautifully over the last number of decades, we've had to invent concepts, find language, make up our own language to explain our experiences outside of a medical model. We've lived our entire lives being misunderstood, silenced, and shaped by systems that don't see us as fully human. And unfortunately, lots of people have internalized this. Lots of autistic people believe that it's okay that we're misunderstood, silenced, and pathologized. We've been called disordered, deficient, defiant. We've been pathologized for how we speak or don't, punished for how we move, connect, eat, feel, or refuse to perform. For generations, the language to describe what's been done to us just didn't exist. It just didn't exist. Not because our experiences weren't real, like women in the workplace, but because they were just kind of too inconvenient to name, I suppose, for other people. But now we have autistic burnout, social survival mode, internalized ableism, masking, autistic joy, autistic identity, the double empathy problem. We have so many concepts, such a rich culture. And they're not just trendy phrases, you know, they're lifelines. They're a way out of this oppression. They're a way for us to reclaim the truth that the world has erased about us. Because without language, there's no recognition, and without recognition, there is no justice. And this is why autistic advocacy matters. It's not about changing support systems. It's about dismantling the assumptions that say we're broken, less than, or unreal, not fully human. But we're not broken. And we're naming what was never named. And we're describing realities no one wants to see, including some autistic people who have internalized so much, it's actually really hard for them to hear the words that many of us are saying.